my name is Jungoguy. If that's too hard to say, then just call me Jay. And I really hope the volume on this is not too loud. I noticed in my live stream. Hold on a second. Just gotta technically close the door. I noticed on my live stream last night, that my volume was like ridiculously loud. And that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. Not good at all. Not good at all. So, anyway, what am I here for today? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. New episode of Death Battle. Death Battle is back for their first episode for 2026, and it's okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how to feel about this one, cause it's ICHIGO versus YUSUKE from Yu Yu Hakusho. Not really I know both of them, never really got into them, but this should be interesting. So place your bets. Just kidding, you can't actually bet on this stuff, sadly. Oh man, I need money. Oh man, I desperately need money right now. Honey. Oh boy, hype. Alright, guys, let's do this. Who do you think's gonna win? I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just here to support Death Battle. Okay, here we go. Fight!
ICHIGO VS versus Yusuke Urameshi.
The substitute Shinigami of Bleach versus the spirit detective of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Interesting. Oh, they brought the animations back.
Weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
Wait, were the animations not brought back? Hold on. I just gotta make sure the volumes, you guys can hear me, and you can hear the. I want to do this in one take, all right?
Tell me, Boomstick, what happens when we die?
That's
Endless nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
I don't know, bro.
Buried by Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my second guess.
And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works
Split.
great till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo
Kurosaki,
whose tragic anime backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number one why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out the only way he knew how, beating people up.
But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
I remember that part at least.
Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds his body for an invisible one made of spiritual matter called Reishi. He can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy called Ryoku, and exert it offensively in the form of
so many names.
Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all it really means is he's a superpowered ghost with an epic sword. His spirit aura is so strong, he can stun lock foes, crush them under his own power, even fatally.
He controls
Cool.
spirit matter in and around
Danny Phantom, but
his
with
skin for
swords.
defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shunpo, he can virtually fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money. And hello to the town's new superhero with fellow Ghostbusters,
Orihime,
Jan, and Uryu. Plus Rukia, it was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school, of course. GPA comes first, and maybe a round or two of tech.
But it wouldn't be possible without his Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a superpowered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost Sword.
Ghost Sword.
Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double Ghost Sword gives Ichigo lots of new moves, including his trademark attack. The sword beams and all sword beams.
Oh wow, Thousand Year Blood War is pretty cool.
Tencho is incredibly powerful and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to act as a barrier, and combine two at once into the even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest hollow
Damn.
size.
The names of this thing are crazy.
Even for frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on, Uryu moved so fast that he left his own shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Until now,
Oh,
Zenitsu
yeah.
operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its inner power, a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master.
And he didn't.
Kai! In Bankai, his speed skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite only being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who have been training for centuries. He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Oh, that's cool.
When he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
You mean Grimjow, right?
But even with that main character energy, Ichigo couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stuffed Ichigo's Bankai.
Wait, didn't Aizen lose to Madara though? I'm not gonna take him seriously. I'm not gonna take that guy seriously.
And was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Fuecomundo, the world of Hollow. He mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who have been trained.
Okay, well, let me find my spot.
And conjured a hollow mass to expand his power.
Oh.
This meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Wait, what?
Up, he can fire lasers. With just a finger, Aizen stuffed Ichigo's Bankai. And his theme song, Rude.
Ichigo needed to tap into his unexplained hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mass to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
That's not good.
Next up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
Hollowification
I do not.
Even Bankai, and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Fuecomundo, the world of hollows.
What?
Hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But with help from his secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months.
Wait. Back up a second. Did you just say secret Shinigami father? Huh. You know, I should be surprised, but considering how this is a shonen anime, I'm not really. I've seen crazier.
Corner between dimensions until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out the black coffin, which crushes space like a mini black hole.
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So by becoming Getsuga itself, Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack, Mugetsu, defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but now it was back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Oh,
Seriously?
Shinigami again!
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with a final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami.
How?
His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a hollow. Hence, his 2 Zanbakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within. With that came a new Shikai and 2 new Zanpakuto.
Huh?
Shikai! If you thought Ichigo was strong before, oh boy, he's the strongest Shinigami alive. They're dead. Undead? Yeah.
Stronger than Kenpachi, who could split the Danga in half.
What's a
Stronger than
Danga?
Sanjinari, who shook heaven and earth across the realms. And strong enough to match Yuhabak, even after he absorbed the Soul King.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yuhabak Jungoguy and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's quirk sent a shockwave across all the realms.
And it's not a matter of disrupting the flow of souls. Yhwach was going to end everything through sheer power alone.
Say what now?
Still wasn't done powering up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and urging his Getsuga Tencho with a mighty hollow attack, the Grand Ray Sarah.
Making a
What?
giant crescent slash that ripped through space itself.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yhwach was scared of it.
Just on you, Ichigo didn't even need it. You're done.
Ichigo was finally content, and 10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
And yet he still lost to Naruto, as I recall.
Most teenagers have no idea what they want to do with their life. However,
To be fair, I don't even know what I want to do with my life, and I'm well behind my teen
that
years.
was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Throw hands. It don't matter who the ups are, be they women, old folk, or babies. Yusuke lived to fight. It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child,
Huh?
bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck-kun claims another victim.
This is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton in a hood who arrived to claim Yusuke's soul. It was a blue-haired anime girl on a broomstick.
This was
What?
Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him.
What? Whoa!
Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with his pants down.
So the underworld
Damn!
surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally,
Oh.
Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation, then told Satan Jr. to stop it. I mean,
What? Say what?
he was never really good for anything, and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life?
Wait, hold on. His mom was only... She had him at 15. Let that sink in. She had him at age 15, people. Jeez. Believe it or not, though, that's not the youngest anime mom I have seen. Seen.
Not like his mom would be sad, or his
What?
childhood sweetheart Keiko would.
Wait, what? Wait, childhood sweetheart?
He was never really good for anything, and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life? Not
What?
like his mom would be sad, or his childhood
No,
sweetheart
not
Keiko
her.
would be heartbroken, or even his rival Kuwabara would shed badly tears.
What?
Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who
Dude, come on! Why do you have to do this in the fields like that? Come on, Yusuke, you can't die.
far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability.
Oh.
In his quest to beat the dog shit out of demonkind, Yusuke learned to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable. Heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Whoa.
Even early on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky. And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to
Oh, hey,
smithereens.
I know her
My
from Devontae's
favorite shonen
videos.
move ever, the Spirit Gun. At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears.
Thank God you didn't say
Yusuke
that-
can
the other
bounce
thing.
it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a Spirit Shotgun, a mighty AoE blast, or a Spirit Punch, where he keeps the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the hell out of
Oh,
you.
that's
And
cool.
The Spirit Wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
Yusuke may be a punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, throwing his shoes, using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart. And his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Kabana, who's said to have mastered all forms of martial combat.
Oh!
His best secret is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies.
Damn.
Even it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking into the world.
As Yusuke forged bonds with new allies, like demons Tie and Kurama, as well as his old pal Kuwabara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with sheer aura.
But Yusuke
Whoa.
needed to survive.
Talk about
and protect
ore
his
farming.
loved ones. So he had no choice but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Denkai!
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second. Small stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000 of that. So this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
My God.
Send Toguro to the grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing.
Seriously?
He destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them, to the point where he overloaded Yakumo with his own energy.
Holy
And please keep in mind,
shitballs!
Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
What?
Literally, Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his Mizoku mark, Yusuke can channel Ryzen's spirit for
A demon? He's oh man, Shonen Pro tags are just built different.
power boost and a massive thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new type of spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal
Interesting.
Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust,
So
the
it-
feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same
That's
thing,
disturbing.
but red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Nah.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win.
Yeah.
Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mizoku form separate from Ryzen's influence.
Holy
And a
shitballs!
brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowing.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens above
Say
and
what?
decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself to his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke lost.
What?
Not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He grew up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections with others that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I
Aw.
wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
And this guy, oh wow.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, It is reborn.
What?
The original Death Battle shirt that once dominated the world.
Oh, hey!
There's no better way to wear a blood spatter on your chest.
Oh, hey, I still have mine. Crazy, right? I actually still have mine, believe it or not. Is that crazy or what?
We've restored the original shirts with even better materials, and it's available now on deathbattle.gg. That's our website that's also kind of like a Patreon.
There's a bunch of other merch there, like this awesome Mega Goose hoodie. Just don't let the gooses get it.
Website members can also see the entire Death Battle archive, including episodes that were banned from YouTube.
And even more behind-the-scenes goodies. Like,
I'm so proud of them.
The research team wrote up a massive blog all about the science of Ash versus Yugi. Wait, I lied. They wrote up 2.
Click the link below
What?
to support the show, look behind the scenes, and get cool merch at deathbattle.gg.
Okay, if I had more money, I would pay for it.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Alright, who do you think's gonna win? My money's on Yusuke.
Deep. That's hollow. No doubt about it.
I'm still disappointed though that they had to go back to the to the 8-bit, to the pixel versions. Oh, but this music slaps. Oh yeah! Oh no, not the cross, not the classic Yusuke. Oh, now it's getting okay. Now things are getting good. I don't get the whole powers thing, but I like this. Oh shit, motherfucker!
Hey, babe! Little demon energy got you scared?
Oh, now they're getting good. They're flash stepping all over the place. Oh, and the animation's gone up a notch. Just like Popeye.
Why didn't I think of that?
Give in to Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
Oh shit.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just won't be back!
Oh shit! Damn! Imagine telling the Demon King that you hold your back. Oh.
Rude awakening! This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner? Let's do it. Like old times.
Oh, this ought to be good. Oh, this could be it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a real match today. Oh, I don't even know what's going on.
I can go even faster if you like. Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole!
Yeah. This got me fired up now, baby.
I'm putting it all on the line! You better do the same! Screw that!
Come on, big boy. Come on! Wait, holy shit. Yusuke? Holy... God damn!
On the other side.
He won! Ichigo! Shit!
You, think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Taguro's that are similar
Oh,
to
yeah,
Natsu,
yeah,
so
that's
Ichigo
truly
couldn't
facts.
choose a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers. A better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dongai training,
And all those swords.
Damn.
He just had way more abilities to play with.
likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on and obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't
Oh,
even see beyond it at
damn.
first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed.
Holy
and
shit,
Ichigo
that
reacted
is-
to attacks from Soul King
wow.
Yubak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed. But
Okay.
Yusuke's got plenty of foes faster and more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kind of both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Okay then.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Tabata, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages.
Huh?
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale,
You
it's about
don't say.
4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Hueco tear through hell.
Yeah, I
and
still
block
don't get
attacks
this
that
whole
could
thing. It's
destroy
not
the
gonna make me
Soul
watch
Society.
Bleach.
But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time. Pretty close to Yubak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So
Interesting.
there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing
Okay,
Ichigo
okay,
if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yubak was also going to destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds. Plus, Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shinkai, without his additional boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But
Yeah.
when we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving Ichigo the final edge. Sorry if things got messy, but that's just how Ichi goes.
The winner
Ouch.
is Ichigo Kurosaki.
Not your best pun,
Next time
Boomstick.
on Death Battle.
Wait. No. No way. No freaking way. Oh, it's about freaking
Subscribe and
time!
Join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god, this is way more exciting. Forget this. That episode, this episode's gonna be way better. Finally, Cell is coming to Death Battle. But the question is, who will be voicing him? Will it be Takahata 101 or Devil Artemis? For that matter, will Devil Artemis even be? I know Devil Artemis quit at Death Battle after all the hate he got from fans. Fuck you guys. Screw you guys. By the way, screw you guys for making him leave. But damn, I kind of want. Part of me wants Devil Artemis to do it, but the other half really wants Takahata 101. Ugh. You know what? Screw it. I don't care. As long as either of them does it, I would be happy as a clam. Happy. Until next time, though, my name is Jay, signing off. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to rate and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye now.